I need to find a man called Tracer Tong. I need his help.
Mr. Tong deals with businessmen, not beggars or strangers who might be spies. Chow lives at 1313 Tonochi Road. Be observant. Find and examine that sword. It is the evidence we need.
I'll help you against Miss Chow, but then I'll need to see Tong, or I won't be your ally for more than about 12 hours.
I just noticed that, it looked like my stream may not have been broadcasting all this time. Is that the case, guys?
A lovely bouquet of orchids, symbolizing grace and integrity.
So you guys can hear me now, right? Because I've been streaming for about 20 minutes now. That's, oops, that was the wrong way. That's very frustrating. If you haven't been able to hear me all this time.
Please, look around.
Please confirm for my sanity that you are hearing the words I'm saying now.
I spill my drink. I spill my drink. I spill my drink.
But you can hear me now, yes? Okay, cool. Well, that bites. Because, yeah, I have been streaming for about 20 minutes now. I didn't realize you couldn't hear me. But, okay, well. Imola, that's just how it goes. So we're supposed to go now and see local celebrity Maggie Chow. There are multiple ways we can handle this, but I prefer the simple approach. I just need to... Oops, damn it. Just need to find the stairs. There we go. That's super weird. I mean, it's been saying I've been live on my HUD the whole time, but I alt tabbed out of the game really quick right before I asked you guys if you were streaming and if you were seeing the stream, and at that point my little YouTube window only just then told me you're live now. So yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on. Presumably the recorded stream that'll go up after the fact will be fine, but yeah, it's super weird that you guys couldn't see the stream. Anyway, so this is our destination. There's different ways we can take to go upstairs, to get upstairs and see Maggie Chow, but the easiest one is we can just log over here and check the computer, and we can see that there is a message from Maggie Chow, and she just says you can come on up and visit her. And it's literally that simple. And there we go.
I'm looking for Maggie Chow.
You must be Mr. Denton. Miss Chow has been expecting you. She is waiting in the living room. Please follow me.
Yeah, I saw that Gilbert Gottfried died, which is, that's a shame.
I will
He wasn't even that
accompany
old. I mean, you know, relatively speaking, he was like 60-something, but that's, these days that's pretty young to go.
The floor coverings were made by hand in Tibet.
And this is Maggie Chow. She was actually in the intro in the game, which hints at her purpose in the
Mr. J.C. Denton, in the flesh. As dark and serious as his brother.
Indie Fresh.
You know who I am. And Paul? You know my brother?
Intimately. Call me Maggie.
Paul never mentioned you.
That is why he is still alive. He can keep a secret even from his own brother.
But why?
Paul told you about Majestic 12, correct? The conspiracy behind UNATCO?
Just the name.
Majestic 12 sent Paul to murder the former Red Arrow leader. And me too.
And he double-crossed them?
Let's just say I persuaded him to join our side.
What does Majestic 12 want with the Red Arrow?
We are winning the Triad War against Majestic 12's ally, the Luminous Path. We were developing a new technology. You might have heard about a sword?
The Dragon's Tooth, right?
The Triads settle disputes in contests of skill, which includes the crafting of weapons. The Dragon's Tooth would have made us unstoppable.
So Majestic 12. They're trying to tip the balance. Give the Luminous Path a technological advantage.
Exactly. I tried to warn the people of the danger. And the Luminous Path calls me a liar. The police have all the evidence they need to settle this, locked up in the station at the Wan Chai Market, but they will not act. Go and see. I know the code to their vault. 87342.
It's only fair to tell you that I spoke with Gordon Quick before coming here. I thought he was a friend of my brother's. I agreed to visit you and learn the truth of the situation.
Yes, you were seen. The new Red Arrow leader is Max Chen, and you don't have to go to the Lucky Money for him to know your activities. Now tell me about Paul. Why did he not return?
Paul's on his way to Hong Kong. I don't know when he will arrive.
Then you must think for yourself. In Hong Kong, the truth is seldom kept in plain sight.
Take a look around.
So Maggie tells us that we need to go break into a police station and find some evidence that would, you know, prove that she's telling us helpful things. But it's not quite that simple. If we go over here, actually, I can make this a teeny bit easier if I just go over here. The maid. Oh, there she's fine. She's following me. She doesn't like me to go upstairs. And that's fine. That's fine. Come on over
We
here.
have many prized Buddhas, you will observe.
Yeah, lots of prized Buddhas. Just,
Where are you going?
honestly, I'd like to do this the nice way. You know, where you just turn your back to me, but if you're not going to
I think it is time.
I'm gonna smack you. It's all good. Moon Knight was good. I didn't care for it initially. It starts really slow, but yeah, I dug it. I ended up really liking it, and I think I'm an episode behind now. I need to catch up. Here, credits, and hey, look at that, Maggie's gone. street full of troopers in her apartment. That's certainly weird. Troopers who are not very good at the job. So if we had decided to just kill Maggie right then and there when we had our meeting with her, she would be dead, and that would reflect upon the rest of the game. She would no longer be involved in the plot. But as soon as you do anything to blow her cover, she has here, she just ghosts. So if we pull the paper lantern here, this little secret door opens up, and we can see all these things that should not be in a celebrity's apartment.
Greetings, J.C. Denton. I have been observing you through this fascinating device in your skull. You have found the proof we needed. The Dragon's Tooth sword. There,
Which
inside
includes
the glass
the sword
case.
that she told us she did not
If you
steal.
wish to be my ally, you will retrieve the sword and await my instructions.
So, that's a thing. So if you're just a little observant or just very nosy, you can sidestep this entire plot. I'm just gonna drop my sword because now I don't need it anymore. But now I need to make some room. Let's see. If I can get rid of like 2 more things, oh, actually no, that should be enough. I think I only need 4 spaces for the sword.
Good. Now take the sword to Max Chin at the Lucky Money Club. If you can make peace among the triads, then perhaps I can help you in your difficulties.
And now I have a lightsaber. Lightsaber with one-shots pretty much anything in the game. And suddenly melee combat is really, really viable. I never picked up the rockets from the base, so I'm a little behind on those. Oh well. Nope, not gonna touch those. Oh yeah, we get to keep the sword. The sword's ours. We get to keep the sword for the rest of the game. They just hand you a lightsaber. It's a weird bit of balancing they did here. Am I strong enough yet to just... No, I'm not. Yeah, I love the death noises. Yeah, as a point of comparison, the combat knife does something like 20 damage, and the Dragon's Tooth does something like 100 damage before you factor in your bonuses for being trained to use it and whatnot. So, yeah, the Dragon Tooth is pretty nuts. You do start running into enemies who have it pretty quickly, but, I mean, you're going to sneak up on them before they sneak up on you. Or you can just backpedal and, shoot them. So it's really not that big of a deal. It's insanely broken, and it's generally one of the things people find contentious about the game. But I don't give a shit. I have a lightsaber now. It's fun. I love having a lightsaber. And we just walk out. Oh, we're gonna pick up some money first. There we go. And then we just walk out. I believe that if we had
You are an
gone...
unfamiliar face on Tonochi Road.
Normally we would
here on
run
business
into
from
this
Gordon
guy on
Quick.
our way here, and he would
You are
direct
here
us
to
the
speak
hotel.
to Miss Chow, perhaps.
But I would
Half a block down
bypassed
on the
him along
left.
with everything else.
Thank you.
The woman is a snake. Believe nothing she says.
Yeah, that's why I knocked out her maid and stole her sword and killed all of her troopers. So, we're good, buddy.
Not advisable for tourists to visit the canals.
Alright, so we... So we should go back and tell us the sword, but that wasn't English. We should go back and tell the Luminous Path about the sword, but first off, there's this little encounter over here.
50.
75.
Well, 75.
Double UO globe. Original 1 kilo bricks. Pure. 90 for both.
Hey, you!
Who's that?
You made a big mistake, homeboy.
These guys just attack us out of blue because they're trying to conduct a drug deal, and they don't like that we found them in the middle of it. It's a very random encounter. I don't really know why it's here, but it's a thing. You could also just run away back over here, and the Hong Kong police guys will see the guy. We'll see them.
Come by in the
we'll see them
morning.
attacking you, and
Sampan
they'll kick their
rides.
ass
5
for you,
credits.
but it's a lot more fun to just shoot them with your to shoot them with your lightsaber. Those are the words I was gonna say. So there is a little side trip we can make. I think I want to go over here. Hey there, Aaron. Well, if I wanted the drugs, I actually could have just taken them off the guys' corpses, because that's the kind of game that Deus Ex is. I only didn't because I don't need drugs. Lightsaber is my anti-drug. That's all I need. So now we're in a freezer, and for some reason the floor is really slippery, like in the ice stages in Super Mario Brothers. I don't know why that's a thing, because that's not how freezers work normally, unless I guess it's like a really shittily tiled freezer or something. But we can pop on over here and climb through the vent, and we get some XP for sneaking around and finding new stuff. And we just go over here, and down here, through all these little thingies. I should save, because this can be a little tricky. I would like to get what's in there, but it doesn't always fall in a way where I can loot it. One of those rebreathers. Well, that blows. And then, yeah, sometimes you get stuck on the computer. Alright, so let's try it this way. So, when you're drowning, like I am right now, the game handles drowning by just dealing you damage to your chest, which is technically how drowning works. But if you have the regeneration augment, it also means that you can just regenerate, through the damage and swim for as long as your supply lasts. Yeah, we came all the way out here because there's an augmentation canister on that guy's corpse. Yeah, that would definitely be a violation of OSHA or something, Aaron. Yeah, you should not be slipping and sliding inside of a freezer like that. When I was a kid, my friend's parents owned this store in Hollywood, and it's like a candy store, but they had a big freezer, and one time they let us go inside, and we just got to stand in the freezer for a while and chill. It was fun. And cold. Really, really, really cold. Uh-oh. There we go. here. Let's pop some bioenergy real quick. Maybe a medkit. I thought there was some in the loot over here, but I guess not. Gonna go and replenish my oxygen really quick, and then we'll swim back out. Almost there. Almost there. There we go. Let's need some more bioenergy. That's the term, yeah. Walk-in freezer. That's the kind I got to go in, and yeah, it was just fun. I don't know how cold it was, but it was. We lived in California. It was summer, and it was hot as hell outside. So we were all wearing like t-shirts and shit, and so we were not adequately dressed to stand around in a freezer for too long. So we got super duper cold and had to leave relatively quickly, but it was fun while it lasted. Okay, well, that little adventure's taken care of. Oh, I can turn off the flashlight. So, regeneration augment is really, 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 really good. I probably don't need to, but I'm kind of anal about keeping my stuff topped off. I live in California, so I don't know what minus 20 actually feels like, but I imagine that's really freaking cold.
Please, look around.
So I believe this is the police station that we were supposed to sneak into, but yeah, fuck that noise. I mean, someone might have run past me. It's China. There's a lot of people in China. Yeah. Just gonna pop back into the secret base really quick. Which is fine, because everybody inside is dead. Oh, okay. So 36 degrees is the standard temperature? Then yeah, that's really freaking cold. Yeah, just gonna get my repair buddy to fix. Oh, right. The timer doesn't keep going when you leave the map, so I've got to wait a little bit for him to recharge. But that's fine because I gotta pop on over here and grab the rockets that I forgot to pick up before, and I might as well just refill on multi-tools while I'm at it. Yeah, that's cool, Aaron. I mean, I like that kind of stuff. I'm interested in that kind of minutia. There we go. Fully topped off. Not that I really needed to, because we're going to have access to a repair bot in China itself really soon, but I wanted to get those rockets, and I'm the kind of person who always has my cell phone at 100%, if at all possible, so this is just an extension of that neuroses. Now then, we need to go to the Lucky Money Club. is a police unit right there. If one were to feel like, doing evil things over here, it is really easy to just wait until this guy ducks around the corner, knock him out, or, stealth kill him, and take a rocket and shoot these 3 guys while they're sitting in their little hole right there. Not that I'm going to do that, because that's what bad people would do, but, it's... Hypothetically, that's how you can go about, robbing this place blind.
Leather boots. For you, 25 credits admission.
Here you go.
Perfect. I order you to stand in the spotlight and growl at the women like a dog who needs a master.
Door girl is a bit of a freak. Hey there, Brenda.
Hello. I feel silly.
So this is the Lucky Money Club. I don't remember who we talked to make this happen naturally, but I already know that you just walk behind the counter, and the secret base of the Red Arrows is right here. And if you're polite about it, people just accept you, but they get a little ticked off if you do it this way.
Excuse me, sir. This room is off limits to club patrons. I suggest you leave.
It's okay. I'm here to see Max Chen. He'll
Oh no,
expect me.
Brenda.
An American. I hope he likes what you have to say.
Was it the same knee? You heard the same knee twice? That's amazing, but like in the bad way.
Present yourself to the Dragon Hand.
You must be Max Chen.
So?
I have found something in Miss Chow's apartment that might interest you.
Is that so?
The sword was never destroyed. It was stolen, and she is the one who stole it.
Preposterous.
I have it right here.
But Miss Chow?
She works for a group called Majestic 12. She's using you and the Red Arrow for her own ends.
No, you must be mistaken.
Think about it. She murders your predecessor, hides the sword, pushes the Red Arrow into the war with the Luminous Path, and then, what next? The Triads are weakened and an outside group seizes power. Sound far-fetched?
Oh, there must be an explanation.
Perhaps you should meet with the leaders of the Luminous Path.
Perhaps. For now, take them this message. I will stop hostilities until I have completed an investigation.
Boss,
What is it?
Marty at the door said we had trouble. Soldiers coming in. She said there was some kind of mechs.
MJ-12 troops. They must have followed me.
I like that there's a guy named Marty in this very
Say your
Chinese
business and go.
organization. So, MJ-12 commandos attacked the club. But apparently the Red Arrows are just badass, because they'll murder all of them, pretty much. And you can just go and loot the bodies. It's cool because these commando guys are mechanically augmented, like our friend Gunther, and they all drop the biocells, which are not rare drops, but they're rarer than you'd like them to be. So it's a nice way to restock if you're patient enough to go around and find all of them. Also, a bunch of normal people died, which theoretically sucks, but yeah. Oh shit! I didn't mean to kill that guy. He charged me with a gun. I thought he was a commando, and oh god. Are we cool, guys? Alright, nobody saw that. We're fine. Sorry, Brent, I got distracted by all the stuff that happened. Also, I think there's one more live commander who just sits out here. Oh, he's not here. Okay. Usually I run into like one more guy out here who refuses to get involved in the fighting. Oh no, Brenda, you sacrificed yourself to make the weather better. That makes you a hero. But, yeah, god, that sucks. It really sucks that you hurt yourself again. It's not trigger happy because I killed him with my lightsaber. It's like blade happy, handle happy, something like that.
Go away!
Fuck you, Louie. You little shit. Oh wait, not doing the ceremony yet. Oh right, okay. So we go back to Gordon Quick.
You were right. Maggie Chow is a con artist.
You have proof?
Yes, I found the sword in her apartment.
Good. Inform the Red Arrow Dragon Head. Then we will see who is the real traitor.
I've already been to the Lucky Money. Max Chen has declared a truce between the Red Arrow and the Luminous Path.
A truce? Are you certain?
Majestic 12 attacked the club. I think he would consider forming an alliance.
Mr. Denton, you are the man I hoped you were. Tracer Tong is inside, in his laboratory below the compound. The door is in our sparring room. He will know what to do next. To enter our compound, use the code 1997.
In his laboratory. I can't even do the exaggerated accent.
While you are here, observe the laws of the triad.
Yeah. I just took the credits that were in front of the Buddha. I'm assuming that was a taboo, but nobody cares. Hong Kong has the best music in this game.
Mr. Tong, you know my brother Paul Denton.
Yes, a reliable man. So your kill switch has been activated.
I feel fine, but it's been over 16 hours.
See how easily our technologies turn on us? The more power you think you have, the more quickly it slips from your hands.
Can you do something about it?
That will depend. You, like your brother, are an extraordinary piece of technology. I never pass up the chance to try a new blade. But I fear at the crucial moment, I may lift up my arm to strike, and you will twist free of my grasp.
In other words,
in my defense, Aaron, he charged me with a gun.
As will your friend Mr. Jacobson, a man of
and I was holding a
knowledge.
lightsaber.
He arrived in Hong Kong shortly after you did. I was forced to keep him in custody until I could verify his identity and his loyalties.
I assume he checked out.
I believe he is sincere. Now, go down the stairs to the operating platform, and I will examine your systems.
Well, okay. Slight correction. The Dragon's Tooth is not actually a lightsaber, because apparently the way it works is that there's a whole bunch. It's like a nano sword. There's a bunch of like nanites that pop out and like construct the blade when you're using it for shit. So it's not a lightsaber. It just looks like one and acts like one and makes the same noises. Skill points. I have a lot, but I don't have as many as I need. Isn't that just life? The Dragon's Tooth also one-shots crates, which is fun if kind of like one more perk for it. What manga is that you sent me? It's cute. And there's also some odds and ends we can pick up in here and throw. But nothing. Plasma rifle sucks. But that was important. The reason I've been carting around an assault rifle, even though I don't have the skills to use it properly, are because the assault rifle has a built-in grenade launcher, and that grenade launcher basically means it's like extra rockets, and it's super handy to have. Also, our buddy Alex is here.
You took a big risk following me here. Thanks.
When you believe in something, you've just got to do it.
How'd you find Tom so quickly?
I may check.
Turns out I knew him all along. tt_undernet.0924.243.886. I posted a message to the board and he contacted me himself.
You talked to Jaime before you left?
He told me you wanted to use him as a spy. I don't know. Pretty dangerous, isn't it?
Maybe. What do you think?
Jaime was scared. Simons is on a witch hunt for traitors.
They probably suspect him because we're friends.
Exactly. But he told me he's going to stick it out because you think it'll help.
I hope he's smart enough to know when to get out. Did you ever dig up anything about this Daedalus character? I'm still hearing from him.
Actually, I did, sort of. Crypto says Daedalus was supposedly a government AI project, also known as Echelon 4.
Supposedly?
I'm getting this from anonymous crypto boards. Daedalus was supposed to be the old content recognition problem in surveillance. It was a program that could search all the terabytes of intercepted messages for subversive content.
So, what happened?
Never panned out as far as I know. The problem was just too hard. They blew through a lot of taxpayer money, but finally had to scrap the whole project.
So the thing that's talking in my head is, what, resurrected AI?
I wish I knew.
So our buddy Daedalus, who's been helping us out all this time, is actually some kind of rogue AI.
Stay right there.
My favorite food anime is Emiya Gohan, which is the side story from the Fate franchise, and it's just about people chilling and eating delicious food and showing how to make delicious food, and then you wishing that you had the drive and energy to actually make delicious food.
Success! Come back to the control room.
Shokugeki is also, food war or whatever, is also pretty fun. Even though it's also literal food porn. Which, it's not a bad thing, it's just a thing.
That's it?
A simple switch, as they call it.
Have you heard from Paul?
On his way, according to Smuggler in New York. He will be fine. Meanwhile, we still face the likelihood of a triad war here in Hong Kong.
Quick and Chen declared a truce just a few minutes ago.
A good bit of diplomacy, I admit, but it won't hold. Not with the sword left to be fought over.
I think they'll be slow to anger with Maggie Chow out of the picture.
No. In their system, the sword is a doomsday weapon, a temptation. We must recover the Raman coding from VersaLife and make it available to both triads.
So that's all you expect in the way of a favor? A little corporate espionage?
The first of many favors. Remember, I saved your life. Now pay attention. The VersaLife elevator north of the market will require an employee number. Try 06288. Once inside, find Mr. Hundley, the shift supervisor. He can be persuaded to give you access to the labs.
Hundley.
You will find him receptive. He is the corrupt official who sold the Red Arrow the technology to begin with.
I'll find the Raman coding, but I'm not your henchman. I'll help you as long as we have a mutual interest.
If you choose to fight Majestic 12, you will need an ally. We will have a mutual interest for some time. In fact, I took the liberty of setting up a computer account for you. Login JC Denton. Password Sanctuary. Feel free to use the machine in my office.
I have literally never ever used the computer logins they give you to use your personal computer in this game because it's a pain in the ass to remember the passwords and shit. And it's just a lot easier to just hack into your own computer. Because that's how this game works. I really appreciate how Prey, which is made by some of the same people, and takes inspiration from Deus Ex, just made it so that when you learn a login thing, it just like pops up when you're.
Well, you are here.
That sounds cute, Brandon. Alright, so we need to go to VersaLife, which is over here. And the code was 06288. We were really lazy. Oh, we couldn't have that. But you can still skip this whole thing if you're on a second playthrough and already know the code. So we're just gonna waltz into the evil corporation.
Welcome to VersaLife. We make tomorrow look like yesterday. How can I help you?
I'm looking for Mr.
That's a corporate
Hundley.
slogan that means
He's
nothing.
upstairs making his rounds. Look for a man in a black suit.
Thank you.
And now we just have free run of the facility, basically. We can go all the way up to the top floor.
So much for the schedule, right, mate?
The schedule? Yeah, sure.
It's swell to miss a day of work, but they bloody hell better push back the delivery. I know I won't be done.
They'll understand.
That guy doesn't sound
At least the super freighters on our way to America. No more special agents nosing about up here.
Special agents?
You know, the ones in the suits with grey skin. Eyes tattooed on the backs of their necks. I'd sure like to know what was in those tanks to make them so uptight.
I don't know what he's supposed to be, but he doesn't sound Chinese at all. Anyway, that's our boy over there. But if we talk to him, he'll make us pay a bunch of money to get access to the lab. So it's a lot easier to do it this way.
Just looking around.
People are trying to concentrate.
They keep you up here pretty late.
That's because they don't want people looking over my shoulder.
Why not?
Huh. I guess it doesn't matter what I say anymore. It's because I falsify all the records, okay?
They probably don't want you telling people that.
So, I don't care. I figured it out today, how they do it. People with my job got the Great Death. In a couple of weeks, I could be in a camp. I could already be sick.
Why would they do that?
Whatever's in those labs, stuff goes in there. Instruments, military personnel. None of it goes on the record. Iverson had this job. That's why he got sick. Chang, Kylie, Watts. Now it's me.
I'd really like to check out those labs.
You some kind of spy or something?
Or something.
Does it matter?
If I get you down there, can you do something for me?
What's that?
Hunley. Kill him. I bet you could do it. You guys have ways to keep from getting caught. I can give you clearance.
Sure. We'll off your boss. You know, for a given value of off. I'm just gonna go over here and drop them over here so nobody finds the body. Also gotta drop the useless crap we picked up from him. We don't need a cattle prod anymore. We don't need cigarettes.
Alright, I killed your boss.
You mean?
He's out of the picture. I'd advise you not to hang around too long. Now how about getting me into the labs?
Well, okay. Sure, it doesn't matter to me. The code to the elevator is 6512. I'll make sure you have access once you get to the lab.
And just because I'm a nice guy, I will actually kill him. He's a jerk anyway. He charges you like 2,000 or 3,000 credits to get the exact same access we just earned. So it's all good. And also he's working for an evil corporation, so you know, it's justified.
You're the one they just cleared for level 1?
Yep.
Yeah, that's me.
You are welcome to stroll around the laboratories, but respect the work that we do here. Your security pass can be canceled with no warning.
I've looked forward to this for a long time.
Security is watching through the cameras. If you cause trouble, an alarm will sound, and the guards won't wait to ask questions.
Yes, sir. I'll try not to get in anyone's way.
Short of being caught actually murdering somebody, I don't believe there's really anything you can do to get thrown out of here. See, we can walk up these steps, and we can go over here, and this is their security.
You shouldn't be back here.
And we can just, like, you know, take their candy bar and eat it in front of them. Take their bullets. We can hack the security terminal right here in front of all these security guards.
Getting too old for this.
Now we can just open up all the secret shit and turn off the cameras. Hacking is really broken in this game. Have I mentioned that? And we could break into their little thing right there, but
this is the armor.
There's nothing good in the box in the case. Likewise over here.
Lab procedure forbids.
I would like the biocell.
The psionics laboratory has no business worrying about weak interactions between...
yeah, we just walk right into the secret lab. Hazard gets a teeny bit tricky.
The raw encoding should be in this wing of the laboratory.
And look, he fell in the shadows, so people shouldn't be able to see his corpse. Not that anybody will. I think he's the only one patrolling out here. You'd respect the balls? Oh. You mean the balls it takes to come in and do this stuff? That guy out. Let's just turn on super strength to make sure this goes well. Let's try that again.
Finished here. Let's start the cleanup.
I may not be strong enough to do that. Okay. It's fine. We don't actually need to knock her out. Because, again, we can just walk around here, take all their shit. Rummage through their lockers. We can even lockpick the lockers that aren't open. I don't believe there's anything worthwhile in here, though. Just
labs are down the hall.
You gonna take a shower? Should probably shower. Fine. I don't know why this guy has a fire extinguisher in his locker. That seems kind of weird. Anyway, there's a vent here if you want to do things sneaky, but you really don't have to. I mean, unless I guess you like got in here by like murdering your way in or something. We can just hack this security terminal. Space Cadet's like a really old term, I think. It's pretty archaic. I used to hear it when I was a kid. And we can see all the cool things that VersaLife is working on. Also, there's Maggie.
The process is going smoothly then?
Better than we expected. The array of reaction modules has allowed the UC to perform multiple constructions in parallel.
Wonderful. We'll have to try that trick at Area 51.
The program, you understand, is primarily a security concern.
Never mind that punk from UNATCO. The security here is adequate, and we have a long-term program guaranteed to make him irrelevant. We call it Icarus.
Icarus?
A sweet bit of engineering. You'll like it, but we can't talk here. Your office?
No time. Tell me on the way.
So Maggie's working with the bad guys, and if we had decided to kill her at her office, which you can really only do if you're just the kind of person who just murders people randomly, or if you already know how the plot plays out. If you kill her before this happens, and she's not here, and she just doesn't show up anymore. The game continues without her. It's nifty. Also, these guys are making aliens.
Right now.
You see more of this as the game goes on, but they're just like genetically engineering aliens.
Please,
traditional aliens, because they can. This whole place is amateur science, basically, but like more, but actually evil. Also, I can just chuck this body around. See if I can get it on the table. Okay. One more time. There we go. Yay. Hack the super duper secret computer that's right next to the room that has all their top secret nano augment research. And we just open everything up and take their shit. Take that, and I'll take that. And we'll just go over here.
I don't want to be disturbed.
And use their own medical bot to, let's see. Yeah, I want the vision. Yeah. Use your own medical bot to install the stuff that I just stole from them. I don't do this already.
I have 2 words for whomever wrote this biometrics package. User interface.
I think this is the cloaking device I want.
I have to concentrate.
And now I can just turn invisible. The alien is telling you let her find out that the aliens are supposedly cloned from like DNA samples they got from the crash at Roswell that was covered up. But even the people working here don't know if that's actually true. And even if it is, then they don't have the education that normal aliens would have. So they're basically just monkeys. It's funny. So now we can do what we're actually here for. We can go up here, and we save. And we hack the computer.
Hello?
Like that, where any intruders could steal it and then install it into themselves. Because I just walked right out, easy peasy. I mean, I killed that one guy, but, I had to, he was there. And then, this is the point where they finally get alerted, but you're already gone. That's that. Easy peasy. He had a GEP gun. Like, I had to murder him. Did the stream cut out? I don't know why it's doing that. I think it must be YouTube. I have no explanation for why it's cutting out. Everything seems fine on my end. It hasn't reset at all. But, cool. Glad that Ben finally gets to partake in Elden Ring. It's fun.
Let us be quiet. Agent Denton from America has retrieved the software component. Please accept our gratitude.
It is my honor.
Begin.
As the faces of a perfect blade are reflections of one another, as they join together to make a perfect edge, so we shall form one blade, not the male and female swords of Ganjiang, one which must avenge the other, but one weapon, precise in its purpose, though wielded by many arms.
And much as the steel sharpens its edge and anneals its own surfaces, let us preserve, together, the form of our traditions.
The only enduring work of man, that which is born again with the next generation.
Forever.
Forever.
Again, accept our thanks, Mr. Denton. You will have to join us for drinks at the Lucky Money later tonight. In the meantime, Mr. Tong wants to see you.
Thanks for the offer. Maybe I'll stop by.
All right, get out. Enough games in the temple.
Yeah, the monks don't actually like all this weird, Yakuza bullshit that these guys get up to, so that's really funny that he just wants to get the hell out. Are you the type who enjoys spending a zillion hours playing around with the character creation for a game where you'll pretty much never see your character's face, Tara? Because if so, that's cool. Souls games are like the worst games to be into that for, because you will like never see the fruits of your labor. I desperately need some recharging. Go and get what I can from the robot just to get it started. There you go. The robots will not give you a full charge. They only give you take you up to 75% max, and they have a 30-second cooldown. So it's easier if I just get it started, and then when I'm on my way out, I'll check the robot again and get the rest of it.
Peace between the triads is now official.
Good. We begin to operate from a position of strength. We will start manufacturing the swords and distributing them to our allies.
What next? VersaLife was crawling
Yeah, I
with
was talking
troops.
about character creation.
I think they were hiding more than sword technology down
In
there.
Souls games,
Tell me about
games
the
character
labs.
creation is like the,
Paul and I concluded that VersaLife
the
does
least
the manufacturing,
impactful
while the real research takes place
you're always
in
going
North
to be
America.
wearing like a helmet or
Plenty of
something that
scientists,
stops you from seeing the
biotech,
fruits of
physics,
labor.
nanotech, several research divisions. It would seem we still have a mutual interest.
We know they manufacture ambrosia. If you went back and gained access to the Level 2 labs, perhaps you would find something on the Grey Death. Your brother's failure in New York has left me with nothing.
You think you could find a cure?
That cannot be determined until I have a schematic of the virus particle and the molecular structure of ambrosia.
I'll go back, but won't they be ready for me?
There's a back way at the north end of the Canal Road Tunnel, which is just east of the temple. I sent an aide.
Worth a try.
By the way, VersaLife lost one of their R&D men in the Canal Road Tunnel collapse. A guy we think was carrying nanotech assets. He did some of the basic research that went into your implants. You might take a look, if you don't mind going for a dive.
Maybe I'll check it out.
I actually already checked that, and there's supposed to be dialogue reflecting that you already checked that. So I don't know why I didn't get it. So what we found out is that the people making the medicine to combat the virus that is ravaging the world are also the same people who are manufacturing the virus itself. Do with that what you will. Oh, there's the dose. I like the Hong Kong section of this game. It goes by really quick, but it's like nice and concise, especially if you're able to skip.
I cannot believe the news.
Stuff that you don't want to do for the most part. You can like speedrun this whole thing really fast. Plus, you know, lightsaber. It's the best part. Hello, dog. Fun fact: because of the physics system in this game, if you land on something hard enough, you can kill it. So one time I like ran up here to do something and I jumped off and I landed on the dog and it died. And I felt so bad afterwards. It's the worst. Well, Brenda, I'm not a cat owner myself, but my understanding is that when you take possession of a cat, you're tacitly agreeing to be the cat's slave. So, I mean, I don't think there's anything you can do legally speaking. I think you just have to give the cat what it wants. Yeah, I mean, it's still fun. I'm sure if you enjoy that kind of thing, I'm sure it's still fun to make the character, Brenda. I just think it's funny because yeah, you will never see what your character looks like. The only part that might matter is like the hairstyle you pick and maybe like the hair color. And that's only if you're gonna wear like, you know, a headband or something, like something that doesn't fully cover up your face. But a lot of the armor covers up most of your face, so it probably won't actually matter. 55655. still can't break these yet. Oops. Yeah. Eventually, I will be strong enough that I can just break open 50% or less locks with my lightsaber. But for the moment, we dive. Stupid. Fucking. Damn it. I really hate first-person platforming. I don't know who thought this was a good idea. There we go. There we go. Okay.
There is a device in here called a universal constructor. It is one of the only 2 devices in the world capable of producing the nanomechanical virus called the Grey Death. I require you to destroy it. Use the code 525.
There was a,
Look for a computer terminal somewhere in Revel 2 lab.
There it is.
If you find it, I can upload the data I need through your info link.
760. So the normal way to proceed here is you climb up here, and then you got to deal with a robot, and I think there's a guard over there too, but that little cube I just found gave me the maintenance code. So we can just sneak on in here. Still got to worry about making noise, but it's not that big of a deal. There's nobody over here to worry about. And I don't need that scramble grenade. The cat took your clothes. That's funny. That camera is really annoyingly placed, but not to worry. We have to worry about seeing people come in from the front because the gate is still closed. So we just crack open the computer and hack it, and we can turn off all of the shit. Camera off, door open, door close, camera off, and camera off. Hello, robot. This bit is a teeny bit annoying. Oh, actually, I can use my new doodad. Because I have... Oops, not Aqualung. That's not what I want. Never Aqualung. I have this little spy drone thing that I can use. And when you use it... Oh, I'm a lot farther off than I thought I was. We can go all the way over here and detonate it. And I was too far away.
The system we're looking for is in the laboratory up ahead.
Alright, well, I'll just use a fucking EMP grenade. Oh no! That's way too far. That still works.
This storage area would be a logical place to find a stockpile of the virus. I don't know why it's so empty.
More hacking. Aw, your cat took your clothes. Is she sleeping on them or something? That sounds cute. Yeah. It's actually a lot easier than breaking into the other place was. Yeah, let's let's actually need to start worrying about the biocells. So breaking into this cabinet and taking the biocell in there is actually a good move. There we go. I don't think the computer offers me anything, but might as well try it just to be on the safe side. Oh, yes, we did have to hack into this.
Got it. Looks like you stumbled on more than the schematics. You better get out of there. More in a second.
The Universal Constructor is in this facility.
Try this spy drone thing again. So you can see what the drone is doing on my little monitor there on the side. One of the things the revision mod changes is that it makes it so that it just uses your normal view, which is a lot better, in my opinion. Almost there. And zap. And that disables the camera long enough for me to come in here and take the stuff. Let's see, that is the one I want. I think that's one that I already have. Let's drop the pistol real quick so I can check the canister. And yeah, it's the run speed one that I already have. I think this is also one that I already have. Yeah, it's Aqualung or Resistance, so we're good on there. Bot will install our brand new power circulator, which is cool because it will reduce the amount of energy that all our other augmentations use as long as it's active, which is why I've been holding on to all these augmentation canisters. So it is all good. It just needs a little energy. Just get a thing ready. Oh, hello, Maggie.
Bad move, Agent.
Hello, Maggie.
You are a fool to trust Tracer Tong. He will send you out to die, just like he did with your brother.
At least he doesn't pretend to be someone he's not.
You should have played along. You would have profited in ways you will never know.
You're a rotten actress.
And you're a rotten agent. You just got yourself killed.
So, Maggie has her own dragon tooth, and it will one-shot you if she hits you, but she has to actually hit you. So, the easiest way to, do that is just to not let her. Otherwise, she's just a normal person. So it's pretty easy, actually. Switching to grenade rounds, no particular reason. And actually, give me 1 sec, because I got a phone call.
life has been synthesizing the Grey Death virus in great quantities. The entire stockpile has been loaded onto a super freighter going to New York. Interesting. The previous owner of the ship was Stanton Dowd. Ever hear of the Illuminati? Come back to the compound. I have much to tell you. Tracking down this Dowd connection. Illuminati fingerprints all over the sterics. I'm talking about the molecule shape. 17 segments, 23 coupling points. Only Illuminati technicians use sleeve bearings with 34-fold and 46-fold symmetry. Multiples of 17 and 23. 17, 23. The birth of Adam Weishaupt? Not a coincidence.
I didn't unmute my mic, which is a thing that happens on occasion. The button is temperamental. That's mildly annoying, but anyway. And, alright, off we go. I'll take that, and I'll take that. And then we can just run around. And now I can use my augmented abilities a lot more freely because I have my my power saver thing, which is great. Ramp this over here. Boat that's not being crewed by anybody. Good. There we go.
Max Chan and Gordon Quake are celebrating.
And it's Paul that I'm going to go and recharge first before we talk to him.
Dong fix you up? Yeah, you? You cut it pretty close. I'm in pretty bad shape. Looks like I'll be living in Hong Kong for a couple of months. Will you get better? Any permanent damage? I'll recover, but not right away. You'll be on your own for a while. I hear you've already been keeping busy. Just getting to know the locals. Turns out Versismo. Majestic 12 sure does a lot of R&D. Every ruler needs a power base. Without the people, well, you need something to use against them. I'm going to see what Tong has to say about the schematics I recovered. Hey, do me a favor. Get better. I'm working on it. Don't know if I care for your sense of humor.
Humor?
The Illuminati stuff. I was risking my life in there.
No joke, Mr. Didlin. They're quite real, though not as powerful as they were at the beginning of the century. I know a few of the former leaders.
Like Stanton Dowd?
Yes, plus Beth Duclair, Morgan Everett. Most of them in Paris, I understand.
What do they have to do with Majestic 12?
A question for Dowd. I will contact him in New York. Hopefully he will agree to meet you.
What about a hacker named Daedalus?
A valuable informant. He sent me one of the codes I needed to find that super freighter.
A super freighter? That's enough virus to infect a continent.
Your pilot is landing in the courtyard. Find out and see if he knows where the ship is going or how we can stop it. In any case, it is time you left Hong Kong. There is word of a UNATCO agent searching for you here. A German, they say. Augmented.
Tell your people not to tangle with him. I'll deal with him myself.
And that's it. Hong Kong's over. Which I believe puts us more or less at the halfway point of the game. So because we're pretty close to the end of the stream, I think I'm just going to call it early tonight because the next thing I do is going to start off a whole new chapter. Yeah, sorry about that, Aaron. I did forget to unmute my mic. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna call the stream here because it's about time anyway, and we're gonna get started on a whole new thing. So have a good one, guys. Thank you for watching. Yeah, I just don't talk normally during the cutscene stuff in case people care about the story. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Have a happy Easter if you celebrate Easter.